Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a pink one and a blue one and
Let's just leave that one. Looks like nobody wants the shaving mirror. Is that correct? If we're just going to take, are we going to take the top 5 things? We're just going to take, let's say we'll take the top 8 things. It looks like shaving mirror did not make it. So I'm just going to replace it with X. 5-gallon drum of water. Well, that should not be a 20. It looks like everyone basically put this up in number 1. Alex, you put this at number 1, so why?
I drink water a lot.
Okay, and number 7 was Sharon. Why not in the top 5?
It's very happy.
It's very heavy. All right.
I can drink it.
Now,
But yeah, I'm getting louder.
now here's where we need to have some consensus. We want to move it into the top 5. So, Sharon, would you be willing to move it to 5?
Yeah.
You'd be willing to move it to 5. Okay, well, let's just say that it's in. The water is in. Okay, it looks like the mosquito netting is out. Unless anyone who said, Coralie, do you have a really strong feeling about it? Yes. Okay, would you like to tell us about that?
Because mosquitoes get disease.
Alright, does anyone else have anything to say? Sorry, we're in the middle of the Pacific
I
Ocean.
put 15 because I think there are no mosquitoes in the middle of the
Okay,
ocean.
that is true. There are no mosquitoes in the middle of the ocean.
But if we have food and then there's mosquito eggs,
There are,
food, and
Mos-
eggs.
mosquitoes can't hatch in salty water. There are no,
But there's also flies. Flies also give
there are
malaria.
no insects.
There are no insects,
at
no
all.
birds, nothing. Just fish and sharks,
Alright.
dolphins.
But we come from the land.
It's too far.
It's a thought experiment, and the rule is, in reality, there are no mosquitoes in the middle of the ocean.
That's cool.
The next on that. One case of army rations. Alex, would you like to say why this is the most important?
Because it's food.
Because it's
Yeah.
food.
And
And Lynn, you put it as number 3. It's food, and we had 2 other 5.
Food.
Sharon
Food.
and okay. Edison, you said 15 is the least important thing. Would you like to tell us why?
We can lose weight.
Actually, I think
But we all on a diet. If we make it, we'll all be really skinny.
yes, but I think I already have chocolate, so I'm very, very fine.
So do you want
I
to?
think if you can find the right direction first, and then we don't need to worry about the
Wow.
but I think she put one on the fishing kit.
All right.
I guess she
And you had
prefers fish more than.
you had 10. Is there a reason why you don't want to bring the food, the army rations?
Yeah, but this, you can survive that food for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Fishing.
So we're gonna put a special mark next to this one. We'll have to go back to it. This is where we're gonna have to use some special consensus to figure out if we're gonna take it. Maps of the Pacific Ocean. Edison, you said it's the most important thing. Why is it the most important thing?
Maybe you can find somewhere to live, and then you don't worry you're in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, you're in the middle of the ocean. So how would a map help you?
Swimming.
Okay, now Sharon, you had the least important for map. Why is actually let's go to number 2, which was Alex. Why is the map the second most important?
Oh well, yeah, because I can deal very well with maps. So
Okay.
I can, by looking on the map, I can understand the geography of the place.
Okay, all right. And Coralie, you had it as number 3. All right. So actually, this goes back to you again, Sharon. Are you willing to make this one of your top, say, 6 things?
So we can have only 5 items. for
Okay.
this,
Well,
or
let's
it
say
depends, really.
Does the map work with the sex text? Like,
How many-
can you,
how many items. Well,
is it, or do they work together? I don't know much about that. No.
okay. Well, let me tell you. You
Okay.
need more than just a sextant with a map. You
Is
need
it-
a compass,
Yeah.
a sextant, and a way to tell
Because
time.
otherwise you can memorize the map. I mean, I can remember what the map looks like. So you don't really need to take that if you need to take 5 things.
You need a compass, a sextant,
we need a compass.
a way to tell time. Oh wait, sorry, you don't need a map if you have a compass,
We
No,
don't
no, no.
need a
But you can tell
sextant, and a way to tell time.
north from the
We're in
star
the-
and the sun and the moon.
Yeah,
So
we're
you
the
don't
on
need a
highway.
You don't need.
Alright.
But come on, it's the Pacific Ocean with a
Yeah,
boat.
but
We can actually drive a boat and go wherever we want to go. Really? Just only by having a map?
I think the
No,
map's
we're
so.
lost.
Okay,
It's
well
not
let's
really the most important.
let's say this. We'll take the top 7 things. Can you put this up to number 7? Sharon?
Okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah, because 6 is enough for those important things. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take the top 7 things. So far this is in. A seat cushion. Edison, you put it at number 2. Is there a reason why you put it at number 2? No reason. Alright.
Or I know why I put it 4, in case someone actually falls off the boat.
Yeah.
And then you throw them one like that, and then bring it back in.
And Alex?
Yeah, it's a useful thing if you.
And same thing for you?
Yeah, in case, and maybe it will be too heavy of not enough room, and people take turns. We take turns to stay in the water.
Okay, now you two said it should not count. Basically, it should not count. You have, oh wait, sorry, sorry, there are 15 things yeah, top 7. Top 7.
Because plastic can float, and with the right way to deal with plastic, you don't need a cushion.
Okay, what plastic?
I mean, isn't there a plastic?
Other
It's
plastic
plastic.
things? Yeah, like if the 2-gallon can of oil and gas mixture were empty, that would probably also float. Okay, so we'll come back to this one because we're going to need to argue this a little bit. It's like 2 gallons of oil gas mixture. We had 4 people with 7 or under. Edison, is there a reason why this would be one of the most important things you would want to take?
Because it's oil gas. So I think it maybe can be used for something like if you get coal or something.
You can make a fire.
Yeah.
And yes, there is an engine.
That needs this gas.
Right.
How far does this gas last? 2 gallons.
Probably, if you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, not long enough to get you to anywhere.
It would be good enough though to light the
Light your boat on
water.
fire.
No, like what? Light them. Like I send out a signal on the water, but I think it's not very useful.
Okay, well let's come back to it anyway. Because this is where the consensus is going to come in. Small transistor radio. Corley, you put it at 6.
Because it's big
You're too far away from anything to pick up any radio stations.
Oh, that, then I guess I can figure that out. But if we're very close to the land, then we can know what, I mean,
You're
we're
too far away. You're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You're too far away from any land to pick up any radio station.
Okay, well, that's I can give up.
Yeah, let's keep up that one. Shark repellent. Sharon and Alex, you both voted under 7. Sharon, why is it one of the most important things?
Yeah, in case. You don't know. You know, maybe there's a shark and you just happen to fall.
If I remember correctly, I think one of the rules here is that there are also no sharks.
Well, even if there is, if someone fell off the boat, they wouldn't have put the shark repellent on in time. I think it's a ridiculous item. Seriously, because you're not going to
Are
use
you
it.
wearing all the
No
day?
one's going into the water unless you have to do repairs. You're not going to do repairs unless you're near the coast and getting hit by rocks. You're probably not going to do repairs if it's a stormy sea and people are getting tossed left, right, and center. There's not going to be any sharks right there if it's that rocky.
Wait.
You're going to need the flotation to get people up. But shark repellent.
Normally when we do consensus building, we have to take turns
Oh.
talking, but that's okay.
Well, you
Since
never
this is-
asked it. It was extreme. Mine was a 15.
No, you're right, and I would have asked you next. So, Sharon and Alex, are you willing to give this thing up?
So there's no shark?
I can't remember. I was supposed to, when this is supposed to go on Word, I was supposed to be able to put the pages in separate places and look at them separately. But
Yeah, I can let it go.
let it go. Sharon?
Yeah, okay.
20 square feet of opaque plastic. Everyone voted that in. It stays. 1 quart of 160 proof rum. Alex and Etta C. Alex, why should it stay?
It's good for disinfection if you hurt yourself. It's alcohol.
All right. And that is part of the point here because it's over, 150 proof. It needs to be over a certain number of proof to work well as a disinfectant. You can actually use 100 and... You can actually use 80 proof, which is 40% alcohol as a disinfectant, but it doesn't work as well.
I'm kind of concerned about having some item like this on board, though. What if
It's
someone
highly
gets?
flammable.
No, not that reason. What if someone gets really depressed and they drink it and start doing crazy?
Well, that's the other problem with it. It dehydrates you if you drink it. You're actually taking water.
It's just a dangerous thing to have around a group of people who are facing their mortality.
Okay, Alex and Edison, are you willing to give it up?
Nope.
No. Okay, well, I'm going to put a little asterisk.
Sure, I can see the point. If it was a disciplined crew and you could hide it well and
50 feet of nylon rope. We're basically almost already there. So, Coralie, are you willing to change your 8 to a 7?
Yes.
Alright, so let's
you
keep
need
that.
the rope to clamp to the flotation thing and tow someone back.
And he's okay.
Really, you gotta worry about
2 boxes
falling
of
off
chocolate. The only people under 7 are Ming Chao and Lin. Why Lin? Start with you. Why is 2 boxes of chocolate so
the boat. Because it gives people energy and it motivates. Hey everyone, good job. Everyone have a chocolate bar.
Okay, and the least argument was.
It's not the greatest argument.
No, I don't mean that. You were the one who voted. You and Ming Chao voted the most strongly for it. The voting the least strongly for it was Coralie. So why not bring the chocolate?
Because sugar is not free. You can get sugar from other food.
We're not in cook there.
So, yeah, I'm against sugar.
All right. Well, let's go back to this and see how many we have at the end. Fishing kit. The only 2 people who need to move their vote are Coralie and Alex. Coralie and Alex, would you be willing to move your vote down to a 7 to include the fishing kit?
I don't eat fish. I don't like fish.
Well, would you be willing to eat fish? Would you be willing to eat fish if you are going to?
I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe if I'm in starvation, probably I would.
Well,
You
maybe
might start to like it. Like, this
Yeah.
is good! Raw fish! Ah!
Yeah, no one likes raw
Delicious!
fish.
Why did I never eat sushi before? Or first you'd be like,
maybe you can have more of the rations.
all right, how about you, Coralie? Would you be willing to change to a 7?
Yes.
Now let's count up.
Fine, let's change it to 7.
Let's count up and see how many we have, just without the asterisks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Uh-oh.
We have 10.
And 3 more.
Oh no, sorry, that was an X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we have 6. 6 that are not X'd out or asterisks, so we can bring in one more thing. We've got a fishing kit, 15 feet of rope, 20 square feet of opaque plastic, maps of the Pacific Ocean, 5-gallon can of water, and the sextant. What about the food? Where did it go? Hold on. Sextant is in, that's 1. 5-gallon can of water, that's 2. Maps of the Pacific Ocean is 3. 20 square feet of opaque plastic is 4. 50 feet of nylon rope is 5, and the fishing kit is 6. So right now we don't have any food.
Right. We have the rations, right?
So let's.
No,
you
the
want to
rations
take,
are-
you want to take the rations or the chocolate?
No, not the chocolate, but the rations and the seat cushion. The flotation
Well, we can
cushion.
only take one. So
Well,
let's-
and I'd rather get rid of something else.
Why? What?
Because I really think the flotation cushion tied to a rope in case someone goes overboard is absolutely necessary. That person's dead. Really. If you go overboard
So-
on a rope, I worked in a fishing boat.
so you'd be willing to take the seat cushion and not any food.
No, you have to take food.
Okay, right now we have no food.
I think we should take their army ration
Army
instead of the
rations are
chocolate
must.
because
And the sea cushions, I don't know why they both have to be asterisks, meaning that we can't take both. We can
We
get
only
rid of
take
something. We can get rid of something else that's already accepted, like map of the Pacific Ocean.
We've already voted that. Okay,
let's give up the map.
Let's
and
take
take
8
the
things. This is fine. We'll take
We
8
don't have to give
things.
8 things. We
No, it's okay. We'll take the seat cushion. I'll put an exclamation point. We're going to take the maps. We'll take the army rations. Oil and gas mixture is out. Just erase it. Erase it.
Why do we need 20 feet of opaque plastic, by the way?
You all voted it in.
Well,
Hold on. Well, it's okay. Let's not spend the whole night on this. We'll go down to the rules and you'll see how this was built up. Alright, so we're taking a sextant, 5-gallon can of water, army rations, maps of the Pacific Ocean, seat cushion, 20 square feet of opaque plastic, and a fishing kit.
What's the 20 for the opaque plastic for? Someone
Well,
knows?
here, we'll go down.
Someone who gave it a high score?
Let's read through them now. Shaving mirror is critical for signaling air sea
That's
rescue.
what I thought.
Sorry, these are labeled in order of most important to least important. Number 1 is shaving mirror. Number 2 is 2-gallon of oil and gas mixture. And it was just like you said, actually, it'll float on the water and could be ignited for signal. With a dollar bill and a match.
can you
Oh wait,
can
sorry.
you
With a dollar bill and a match, obviously outside of the rack. Oh, why do you have a dollar bill and a match?
can you make it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Why do you have a dollar bill and a match?
I guess
Whatever.
you're assuming
I guess you have one.
a lighter smoker or whatever.
5-gallon can of water. You will need it to live. 1 case of army rations. You will need it to live. 20 square feet of opaque plastic to collect rainwater. Provide shelter from the sun or rain.
I thought there would be a boat with a little place you go inside already.
That's like just a raft.
Oh, it's a raft. I didn't know that. That would change everything.
Sorry. 2 boxes of chocolate bars is a reserve food supply fishing kit. Ranked lower than chocolate bars because a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. There's no assurance that they'll actually catch any fish. 15 feet of nylon rope may be used to lash equipment together to prevent it from falling overboard. Floating seat cushion if someone fell overboard, it can be used as a function as a life preserver. Shark repellent is obvious. You fall in the water, you might need the shark repellent, but it's not as important.
What is obvious 17?
I don't know what the 17 is. 1 quart of rum contains an alcohol enough to use as a potential antiseptic for any injuries sustained. A little value otherwise cause dehydrated and congested. Small transistor radio is a little use. It's not a transmitter, and you're out of range of any radio stations. Maps of the Pacific Ocean are worthless without additional navigational equipment. It does not really matter where you are, but it matters where the rescuers are. Mosquito netting, there are no mosquitoes in the Pacific. Sextant without tables and chronometers, which is relatively
See, I don't really
Sextant
know
is the
what
last
sextant.
one.
That's okay. So, anyway, that was just a little game.
We probably need more information about a sextant, for example, and how it works.
Yeah. We were fooled by the name sextant. It sounds so technical. I'm like, yeah, probably we need that.
Yeah, I think it's just used for measuring the angle of stars from the horizon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here.
I thought the year was pretty good.
That was a little exercise, a little not very good exercise in facilitation and consensus and cooperation. Moving on to where? What am I moving to now? Okay, So the keys of consensus. Consensus is all about working in groups, participation, democracy, equality, cooperation, trust. And then consensus is a task oriented by its definition about making effective decisions. And all participants must share an understanding of the consensus model, even though I did not do a very good job of explaining that. And okay, so on to my speech kind of stuff. I want to introduce something that has actually been introduced to Taiwan before. It's called transition. And one of the things that transition needs, one of the things that transition requires is the ability to have facilitators and the ability to understand consensus and to reach consensus for decision making. So really quick, we're going to watch a little, there's a documentary that was made. We're going to watch the trailer for the documentary, and then we're going to do another practice thing like we just did, but this time about our real life wants and needs in our community. So let's watch the trailer really quick. It's already 9, so actually
9:05.
yeah, we're not even going to have time to do the little other thing that I wanted to do. That's okay. I can come back and do another speech in maybe 2 more weeks from now. This is fun for me. This is the first time this is like my 10th speech or 11th speech, and this is the first time I prepared nothing. I mean, I didn't have like 20 papers to look through.
Do we always need a projector, or we can like prepare something like handout?
It can be handouts. It doesn't. You know, I just like to be able to. I like to be able to have the chance to use it. Alex has used a whiteboard before.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you don't need
Because
that.
I'm thinking that you see the room next door, they have the bench. We don't really have to rent this venue.
They
It's
are
very
put in
expensive.
boxes
So
and
everything,
they
because
come
I
out
just
all the
just come here, order
same.
something.
And the boys go into business
Actually,
and marry and raise a family in boxes made of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same.